Hello, my little children. Well, it's obvious Nicole did listen to my stream earlier, as did October Ghoul. Some interesting points. Besides, of course, calling us liars endlessly, Nicole wanted to bag on my watch numbers and my likes. Meanwhile, she had at most 4 people watching her. And I know one of them was me. And I know one was somebody who was sniping the stream for me. And another was someone else from our group. Nicole, we are not Jake's group. Jake does not own us. We don't really have that much of a group. And if you want to talk about Carrie or Ricky, Barrick, see Firefly, exactly. You know, for the longest time, there was 2 people allegedly, quote, end quote, on her side, and they were both her. Hey, Samantha. Hey, I have 2 actual people in here. Now, October Ghoul is claiming, oh, I heard them admit to reporting Abe. You heard me, bitch, saying that we reported Abe when he made threats. That's it. We did not report his channel because the threats he made were on someone else's channel. As a matter of fact, it was on Nicole's channel. Nicole, of course, is calling us liars. Let me explain something to you, fucking idiot Nicole. When you get a report history from YouTube, that is not something you can delete anything from. It is from YouTube. If you see a report in your email, and down at the bottom it will see View Report History. That is not something you can delete anything from. None of us. Yes, Samantha, you need to go to my channel and go to the About and email me. Because, boy, do I have some good news for you about getting an order against Nicole. And I cannot tell you how incredibly fucking easy it is going to be. As far as the fees, I think we'll get that covered easily. Nicole, you keep making these claims when you have zero proof. Do you have any idea how many reports I made about you while you were live? So go ahead, private that stupid stream, you ignorant dumbass. You want to talk about Ricky and Carrie's weight? They're not the ones that have been on here for 4 years harassing people. No, my information does not come from only one source. I have talked to people on the phone. I have talked to people from Special Olympics. I have talked to people from that gymnasium. I have talked to people around you, just in the general vicinity. I have talked to a number of people. Other parents in those groups have contacted us about the harassment that you have been committing against their children for years. So you need to knock off the harassment, the abuse, and the lies. I know damn well what I'm talking about, and you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. We have shown each other our report histories. There's nothing about Jake on it. And yeah, Jake is still there. He is still using those other channels to comment. And you better hope to holy fucking hell he does not come back with content, because I can guarantee you you're going to be one hell of a big target. I just tell someone here. You had so many fucking lies in that goddamn stream. And then, of course, it ends with, I'm going to eat, I'm going to eat. What else? You're always talking about eating. It's nothing but food, 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 eat, eat, eat. Well, Firefly, now this does come from Carrie. She's gained so much weight, I don't think she could twist around to eat it. And boy, did she get upset when somebody mentioned Coachism's girlfriend, because she can't handle that. Yeah, Nicole, Coachisms has a girlfriend. He does not want you. Oh, we've got 5 people here. How much you want to bet one is October Ghoul, who doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about? If you fucking doubted what I talked about earlier, you're an idiot. If you don't think we're not going to make good on that, you're an idiot. Because it will happen, and it is so easy to do. We've archived your videos. We have taken screenshots of everything. We have people willing to talk against you. You got warned, Nicole, and you decided to go ahead. So now what happens is on you. We have proof. Don't fucking tell me I don't know what happened in the past. I've talked to plenty of people. I've seen plenty of paperwork. Your ass is in a sling at this point, Nicole, and you don't fucking realize it. And yeah, I am calling that school tomorrow to warn them about you, because guess what we found, Nicole? Let's see if this will share. Boop. Right there. Look at that. Won't you look at that? Nicole Allen 503-64592, Nicole Allen 22, N Allen, Jonica Allen, Snooky 26, Nicole Allen, hashtag Nicole Allen, Snooky 2526, Snooky 2728, Nicole Allen 23. Nine fucking Instagram accounts in your name. What's going on, Lakes? Well, we warned her this morning, and she went ahead and did it anyway. She's still claiming that we all reported Abe with absolutely no proof. She's claiming that we deleted any proof when the report history comes from Google themselves. You cannot delete that. Yeah. All 9 of those have pictures of people's kids. One of them is privated, so I'm sure the feds are going to love to look at that. Well, Dina, what else is new? Your internet sucks. Of course, it was the usual bullshit, her checking emails and whatever else and leaving minutes and minutes and minutes of dead air. And for the longest time, nobody was in there, but no, she's going to bag on my watch count and my like count. At this point, I've got more likes than you. I've got more actual watches than you. Even right now with the trolls, I have more watches than you ever did. Yep. Every one of those accounts has people's kids all over them. Well, trust me, I'm a liar. We're all part of your group, and we're all fake reporting Abe. Now, here's another little tidbit, Nicole. If something gets reported and YouTube finds a viable reason, then they will take it down. There is no such thing as false reporting. If somebody reports something and YouTube doesn't find a reason for it, then they don't take it down. Trust me, Nicole, we have reported you hundreds, if not thousands of times. Nobody here has really bothered with Abe. Yeah, Samantha, I think somebody told her that you went live. But yeah, she kept shit talking all of us, so of course I kept reporting her throughout the stream. She thinks that if she privates it, nobody can report it. Guess again. It can be reported while you're live, you dumb bitch. And in another day or so, I'll have everything compiled, and then everything can go to anyone and everyone in Pensacola. Granted, I'm going to call the school personally and the FBI, but the rest of them, it's going to be easy to get it sent to them. We've got proof. You don't. You just say things and then claim you're not a liar. But we've got proof that you are a liar. We've got proof of what you did do, even though you don't think we do, or you don't want to believe that we do. Yeah, we do. We got plenty of proof. And now everybody in your entire city is going to know. As I said this morning, the schools, the churches, the newspapers, the grocery stores, the TV news stations, everyone is going to know. Everyone is going to know to hide their children from you. That you go through people's social media and take pictures of their kids. Yeah, she's talking about going live later after she finishes her Chinese food. You're full of shit, Nicole, and it's probably from all the shit you eat. And again, I will ascertain, as per my previous live, that I don't know who was talking about how on her Amazon wish list she had kids' clothing and shoes. That is not true. I checked my sources. That is not true, and I do not want any information that is not factual. And Nicole, we got a lot of factuals. So you can talk all the shit you want. We'll keep reporting your ass for abuse and harassment. Because that's what you're doing, calling us liars, calling us names. Done. We're done with you, Nicole. Your abuse and harassment of people is going to stop. Apparently, you thought my earlier stream was a joke. Apparently, October thought it was a joke. Guess again. Because October was saying how, oh, she caught someone admitting to it. And what I had admitted to was reporting Jake's threats that happened on Nicole's stream. Well, I think she sucked her own brain out. And someone commented elsewhere today about how dare you go after a disabled person, blah, blah, blah. I will repeat, much like Nicole always repeats herself, being disabled is not an excuse for being an asshole. And Nicole is an asshole. She is an abuser. She is a harasser. She's got a 10-year restraining order. She had someone else get a restraining order against her. There have been reports. The coach coaches at any event she takes part in, they all know that she bullies the other kids. And it's going to end. All those coaches are going to get copies of all this. The police are going to get copies of this. And we are going to be helping some of your victims get restraining orders against you. And while the one with Commie Joe might take a little bit longer, the ones in the United States, they're going to be easy as fuck, Nicole. You will not be able to go anywhere in town, neither you nor your mother, without getting looks. There's that predator that collects kids' pictures. There's that predator that puts together nasty videos claiming the fathers are doing things to them. It's all coming out, Nicole. And again, if you thought I was joking, you're a bigger idiot than anyone thought. Anyone want to come up and discuss? Here, I'll even put it right there. Come on up. We know Nicole won't. October Ghoul's as much of an idiot as she is, acting like she's something high and mighty when she's not. Go ahead. Do what you think you're going to do. Because if you think you're some kind of mandated reporter or something, go ahead. Report it. Because if you have any idea these stacks and stacks of information we have, you're going to look like the fucking idiot you are. Well, Misfit Pariah, if you blocked her, well, then I'm sure you're a bad person too, and she'll talk shit about you. She's the only person who can block anyone. She's the only person who has any rights. She's finding out how far those alleged rights get her. Well, she's got supporters who do believe what she says. Because they're that stupid. If you had any idea how many links to social media I have for her, I think I've got like 22 or 23 so far. Yep. Exactly. But she can talk about white trash this and white people are stupid and blah, 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 blah. And I've got it on good authority from coaches and everything else. She's real good for throwing that race card. She sees the negatory. Do you see October in here? Because she's blocked. And if there's any mods going on in here, block her. But I've talked to coaches and they said that every time she faces any repercussions for her behavior, you're just doing this because I'm black. You're just doing this because I'm black. Has nothing to do with the fact that you're an abusive, harassing, bullying twat, right, Nicole? Ah, okay, Negatory. Negatory is God, and she sees October watching. Really, Jake? What's the other half? See, with natives, we don't say half or part or anything like that. We just say I am. And if people don't like it, they can shove it up their ass. And you can't really see my avatar really well, but it's a picture of Satan. It says, hippity hoppity, Nicole is now my property. Ah. Yeah. I don't know. Does she even have a Discord anymore? I don't know. I don't care. Is it Maori or Mapri there, Jake? Before Nicole gets on you about your spelling, she said something about my spelling. What the fuck, bitch? I won spelling bees. You couldn't win a bumblebee. I knew what you meant, Jake. Likely story, Jake. Likely story. I mean, I think we've all seen Nicole's spelling. And then she has the audacity to bag on anybody else. Yeah, and you're not the only one, Misfit. A lot of people are sending us information. And like I said, I have actually called people on the phone. Because, Nicole, I know how to dial long distance. I have fairly decent phone, even though my internet sucks. My phone isn't too bad. Then again, I also have a couple cell phones, too. I trust my home phone more than I do my cell phones. One of my cell phones I mostly just use to watch my security camera. So if I have to jump up and run out quite quickly, it's probably because I bought apples for my Bambi gang, so I need to go feed them. But they were out there this morning, so they probably won't be out there again for a couple days. But yes, I buy apples for the deer. One of them's got that whatever disease that causes them to lose patches of hair. It's not like mange or anything. It's something to do with something else. I don't know. But it's common in several states. I think only 2 people on YouTube have my phone number, and that's Kami and Dina. And comes in handy because sometimes Dina's in a place where she can't get internet, so we just use the phone. And it wasn't easy when she was going up to get Nicole served because everything was sunny and bright and warm where she was, and she gets up north and holy fuck, tornado watch, tornado watch. Then her phone starts screaming and it says, take shelter now, take shelter now. That's why I have caller ID. Although I almost didn't answer the other day and it was that stupid doctor's office. I'm not real happy with them and I'm probably going to keep looking for a different doctor, but hopefully I can at least get a spinal injection out of it until we can figure something else out. But of course I had to talk to this receptionist. I said, just make sure they know that despite this level of pain, no narcotics. I cannot have narcotics, especially the opiates. I will puke my guts out for hours on end. I said, I can't even have THC. She's like, well, what do you do to deal with the pain? I'm like, well, roll around on the floor, stretch, and have alcohol. But even that, I mean, I used to love wine. Can't stand wine anymore. Gives me heartburn, causes the muscle cramps to get worse. And then vodka, while it's cheap, gives me heartburn, makes me nauseated. I'm screwed any which way, but hopefully I can get one of these spinal injections again until we can figure out, because I'm not having a spinal fusion. I do not know anyone who has had a spinal infusion that said it was the best thing I ever did. Because a spinal fusion will just erode the rest of your discs. Then you got to have another fusion done until they get all the way up your spine. And you basically have no spine left. And I found a funky cool thing on Amazon. I might order it next week. But it's like a traction device in reverse. Or like it's a halter that fits around your middle, and you have to hook it to a thing on the door, and you just bend your knees so then it stretches your spine out, and it helps with the herniated discs and the spinal stenosis and all that crap. Nicole's what? You meant to type Nicole's what? I know Dina's got her phone number, but I'm sure she's changed it by now since she changes it all the time. And I don't give a rat's ass what her phone number is. I do not plan on calling her. I do not plan on calling her mother. I will call that school. I will send the information to everyone in her vicinity and beyond. And that is going to happen this week. I just have to collate a few things, get things neatly tidied, and then boom. I mean, most of it will literally take me just minutes, maybe 3 computer clicks. That's it. And those of you who know Blake, she lives a block from a school. And with the way that she likes to collect kids' pictures, I want to make sure that they don't see her skulking around. Granted, she's been hiding for a while because they've been trying to serve her with those papers. But now she doesn't have to hide anymore because she's been served with a 10-year restraining order. And there's some pretty strong stipulations in there that I can't speak of. It's for Dina to speak of. But yeah, now she's about to have 2 or 3 more. And if the judge sees enough of those, she's probably going to end up, because I just read a couple stories of someone that was harassing people online, and they got 7 years in jail. Well, prison, actually. Jail is for anything up to a year or a year and a day, I think. And then anything over a year and a day is prison. Jake, I don't believe that. Granted, she wants to bag on my everything. I want to hear her count to 10. Because, bitch, I can count to 10 in something like 12 different languages. Oddly, none of them indigenous languages, and I really need to work on that. Hi, Cammie. You're back. What about your front? Yeah. She has God on her side. Guess who I have on my side, Nicole? Satan. Ever heard of Luciferians? It's a type of witchcraft that involves working with demons. Christians misalign demons. They're basically angels, not necessarily fallen angels, but they're angels that are misunderstood and have different jobs than the ones that the Christians think of. And yeah, they can get testy and they can get mean, but, you know, that's the price of dealing with them. Yeah, God was in here earlier. The number of Christians that hide behind this, I have God on my side, and then they find out they really don't. If she had God on her side, I guess she wouldn't have gotten served with those papers, would she? If she had God on her side, she wouldn't have a 10-year restraining order. If she had God on her side, she wouldn't have been kicked out of the cheer squad. If she had God on her side, she wouldn't be risking getting arrested if she tried going back to the cheer squad building. Nicole, God does not reward you for the kind of shit you're doing. End of story. Oh, this creaky chair. She doesn't do a lot of it, but when she feels threatened, I got God. I got God on my side. God will protect me. Could we not use the R word, though? If you don't mind. Hey, adorkables. She said something about a strike so that she can't stream on the other one. And the thing is, she keeps calling it false striking, false striking, false striking. And there's no such thing. If you report something and YouTube finds something worth acting on, then it's not a false strike. That's what these dumbasses don't seem to fucking understand. Hey, Brandon. Comme si, comme ça. You're going to speak Spanish at me. I'm going to speak French at you. Well, it's on one of her other channels. She's got, oh God, how many channels does she have? She's got the 3 Cool Nicole ones that are Queen of Boit and all that shit. And then she's got the so-called group ones that were the only people talking to her in her chat for the longest time. Oh, it's already on the court record. She's been served, and she didn't show up for court. Well, I don't actually speak French either, Brandon. But the thing is, Rocket, she knew right away after she got served to stop talking about Dina. She talked about Dina up until the day before she got served. She gets warned, she gets warned, she gets warned. She keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Well, now she's going to have more punishments coming her way. Well, if God sees all, he sees all of her social media accounts with all the creepy pics of kids that she's taken. The hell was that? Oh, that was... Oh, fuck. I've got some clamps for some of my candle molds and the rubber band on them just broke. Well, Brandon. Let's see. Bonsoir. Good evening. Comment allez-vous? How are you? Really? It's been a week, Rocket. She's had the papers. I don't think YouTube is going to do anything until at least, and I can't even say that it's going to happen then, my article comes out, and then, you know, because it's going to put a spotlight on them, their pedophile problem, their reporting problem, you know, their lack of action problem. Pourquoi means what for. Who's MFW? I don't know most of these people. We're getting rid of Nicole one way or another, and then I want nothing more to do with all this drama bullshit. As I've repeated myself 1,000 times, I'm going to be switching to indigenous stuff. I watched a cute video earlier today. I watched these tribal people try things from like Pakistan, Punjabi, which is actually a state in India. Rocket, you're really about to be going bye-bye. She's gotten the court papers. It doesn't take them a week to deliver them 6 hours away. This is not notified by YouTube. Ms. Fucking... Oh, I've heard of her. I've heard of her. Yeah. She, oh, shit. Oh, God. Didn't she date that Negs guy or something for a while? Or something like that. Then they had a whole big thing, and she's been like really racist and all this other shit, and she's had an alcohol problem. And Rocket, it's been a week since court. Do you not think that in a week the court cannot get papers just a few hundred miles away? Are you serious here? Bye, Rocket. Oh, this Ms. Fucking Wonderful. Yeah. Well, I thought there was something about she had dated him or something, and that was a big whole blow up, and blah blah blah. No, another whole big blow up, and no, she does. Well, no, she kind of does, because now if she talks about Dina by any name, her ass goes to jail. Brandon, are you talking about food like Nicole does all the time? When I was in California, I did a lot of, I think I did DoorDash because Uber Eats was too expensive. Then they send me this because I'd had to use an Uber when my car was broken down. Now, there was a clusterfuck. I've got an old minivan. It's a 96, so last year it was, what, like 24 years old? I'm sorry, Brandon. It's just that she talks about food all the time. No, I blocked him. Anyway, I was down there, and my rear brakes were going out. Now, my front brakes had gone out the summer before in Idaho. And it was a complete clusterfuck. Everything had to be done. It had to be flushed, everything, blah, blah, blah. And while I was in California, I noticed some brake fluid on my rear bumper. And I went, oh, for fuck's sakes. And my brother says, well, take it to the dealer. I'll pay for it. Now, keep in mind, it's a 24-year-old minivan. Air conditioning doesn't work, which sucks in California. There's a lot of little things. Yeah, that's exactly it, Brandon. She did. And then when she found out it was a trick, that she got tricked, that she just admitted to all that, then she's put up like 3 new channels about Kami and her kids. And the links to those and the screenshots are all going to be available to everyone in her general vicinity. So anyway, I just had the transmission fluid changed. And that pissed me off because I've dealt with misogyny as far as car repairs go. And I'd gotten all the parts and everything, and I was looking for somebody to do it because I why are you gonna have an ice bath? Because I didn't think to bring jack stands with me to California. Shame on me. So I was looking for somebody to do it that had jack stands. Otherwise, I could have done it myself. It's not difficult. And every person I talked to, they wanted $200 plus just to change the transmission fluid, even though I had all the parts. Fuck, I had all the tools. I had everything. And I told this one guy, yeah, well, if I had jack stands, um, I'd do it myself. And he responds laughing at me, oh, you really think you could do it yourself? Dude, I do it on my vehicles all the time. I just happen to be away from the tools that I need, which are the jack stands. Finally found a guy to do it for $100, but I was still a little concerned about the transmission. So I take it to the dealership. They did not tell me that there was a $650 examination fee or something. They didn't, at no time did they tell me that, or I would have said, go fuck yourself. So they had my car all day and they called me back. The estimate for the work was $11,000. $11,000 on a 23-year-old minivan. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. No, it really doesn't. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of shit the old lady I got it from didn't take care of, but, it is what it is. I need the brakes done and the transmission checked. That's it. And I said, you know what? I will come down and I will clean out the van and you can keep it. I'll get $3,000 from my brother. I'll go down the road and buy another van in better shape than this one for $3,000. Oh, well, I mean, this isn't just the absolute necessary. They still ended up charging my brother $3,000. They would not talk to me. They had my car for a week. Here I'm needing to run errands, going to Home Depot almost on the daily for paint or parts or tools or whatever to finish fixing Dad's house so we could rent it out because we need that rent to pay his assisted living. And even then, hey, Susie Woozy Woo. So they still charged him $3,000. They were a pain in the ass about it. They wouldn't talk to me, but they would talk to my brother. And I'm like, this is my vehicle. I bought it. It's in my name. I have it insured. What the fuck? They would literally hang up on me if I called. They would not tell me anything. Look at that, Nicole. There's 18 people watching. Most of them are you and other lurkers. So kiss my ass, bitch. At least mine's not covered in a diaper and smelling like an outhouse. So they do this work, and my brother is in a one-party consent state, so he recorded all phone calls and he said, you need to return the original parts to her. I get there, they don't want to give me the parts. Oh, I think we threw them out. You better not, because you told my brother that you would give them to me. Oh, I don't remember that. Well, I said, well, he recorded the phone call. So what do you know? Oh, Kami, if you can look and see if you can try and unblock Harvard. Please, 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 please. It is 7:30 here. So, there was, I mean, I admit the belt probably could have used changing the serpentine belt, but they also replaced the pulley. They replaced an axle. I never gave them permission to. I started looking through the paperwork a few days later, and the stuff that they claimed that I told them to do, they claimed that I told them to flush the brake system. No, I didn't. It was just done 6 months ago. Then why can't I see her? I cannot see her. I cannot figure that shit out. YouTube has been ridiculous. It is absolutely no help. It tells me to go to this, go to that, go to this, go to that, and I look in there and she's not blocked. God, that pisses me off. Anyway, they said that I told them to do a radiator flush. No, I didn't. They said that I told them to do this, that, and the other thing. No, I said fix the rear brakes and check the transmission. That's it. And they did all this extra stuff. And the sons of bitches have had the audacity to be calling me lately. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be fucking kidding me. And I finally looked online and the reviews for this place. If you go look up Huntington Beach Chrysler Jeep Dodge, oh my God. The reviews, and a lot of people have been through what I've been through. They also sell cars. Yeah, because I went through her Amazon wish list again, and because somebody was saying that there was a bunch of kids' clothes and shoes on there, and there isn't. There is not. But there is a lot of cakes and candies and cookies and all kinds of other garbage and $1,200, $1,300 cell phones. There's 2 or 3 cell phones on there now. Expensive cameras, laptops. Like somebody's actually going to buy that shit for her. I know she had someone in her chat that actually bought her something off the Amazon wish list, and then the next time she was in the chat, Nicole blocked her. Now, keep in mind, Nicole will bitch and whine about G Mangoes or whomever else. Dina, you've got to get out of that hellhole. Or spend too much money on internet that probably isn't that great. Anyway, but yeah, she had somebody in her chat that gave her something from her Amazon list. Couple live streams later, she blocked them. Now she keeps whining about she donated to My Cry and they turned on her and they're a backstabber. She's been crying about G Mangoes and how much money she's given him over time. And well, gee, you had somebody donate to you from your Amazon wish list and you blocked them, Nicole. Because I watched that stream. Because I recognized him because we were talking about who the fuck is this, whatever their fucking name was. They're like, oh, Nicole, I got you something on your wish list. Woo, 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 woo. So what does she do? Turns around and blocks them. So you're also an ingrate, Nicole. Nicole the ingrate. If anyone wants to come up. Either that or I'll start looking at real estate again. Because, Dina, there was one in Kentucky. It was 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, but it only had like 3 acres to it. But it had a really awesome barn. I mean, it had a really awesome barn. Huge ass barn. Yeah. Trying to buy friends. And then when they aren't loyal to her for eternity through all the bullshit that she pulls, well, then they're a horrible person. They're a horrible person. Meh, 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 meh. But then she tries to say that Dina has to pay us to be her friends and that she has to pay her boyfriend in chocolate to stay with her. But yeah, as far as real estate goes, I like land. I like outbuildings. I like pocket doors. I like full basements. Okay, Brandon, see you later. That must be where I know you from, ugly not cool Nicole's hell. We must know the same demons. That's the weird thing is I've spoken to spirits and the dead all my life. Not until a few years ago did I ever deal with anything that might be considered demonic. Yet my uber religious family seemed to deal with a lot of demons. And I'm like, okay, how is it I deal with the dead all the time? And I've never dealt with a demon, but you people seem to deal with them all the time. Dina, I think you should take the offer. What is a white beater? Is that a white person that does beadwork? Yeah, my sister knows of my channel now, so what did you miss? You missed a shooting star, you missed a fire truck, you missed the Chippendale dancers. You missed a lot, man. There was an orgy. There was an orgy in the chat. Yeah, we just had someone in there saying that the restraining order isn't official until Nicole actually gets it, and notifying her on YouTube isn't legal. It's been a week. Hello. I mean, the state of Florida is a bit fucked up, but you don't think that they can get the paperwork to her, 6 hours away in a week? Yeah. And of course, in her stream tonight, she was saying that we deleted our report history. The thing is, when you go to your report history, it's a document from YouTube. You can't delete things out of that. Yeah, I saw that. Well, she wasn't talking too much shit because Nicole wasn't on much longer because she came in at the end. But she was claiming, "Oh, I got a screenshot of them admitting to striking Abe." The thing is, she was listening to my stream this morning, and what I said was, yes, we did report Abe for his violent threats, but those violent threats were made on someone else's channel. They weren't made on his channel. Are you getting a pot pie? She was talking about Chinese food earlier. And of course, ice cream cake. She's gonna eat her ice cream cake. October is most likely uh one of the lurkers because she thinks she's really gonna get something because she's a mandated reporter. For what, we don't know, but the thing is, with the amount of evidence against Nicole, you're gonna look like the fucking moron you are. There's only 4 years of evidence against Nicole, and you think that us talking about her, you're gonna report what? The YouTube Cartman? Man, I want pot pie. No, Kitty, my pot pie. Man, Kitty's been a dildo. But I know a certain Kitty who's sleeping with Mommy tonight. I haven't seen South Park in forever. It's not something I purposely seek to watch. Oh, that reminds me. I've got the Monkey King 3 waiting to go tonight. Woo! Yeah. I've seen Journey to the West, Monkey King 2, and now I'm going to watch Monkey King 3, and it's got the same actors. Granted, it's all in Chinese, so you have to have the subtitles on. But seriously, Journey to the West, awesome, awesome freaking movie. It's got everything. It's got drama, it's got tragedy, it's got comedy. It's hysterical. Oh, yeah, she was saying she isn't fat. Hello, we've seen the pictures. That's because I do stalk her Twitter. She thinks she's got me blocked, but she doesn't. But then I watched Monkey King 2. I don't know if there's a Monkey King 1. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Was it Abe or Carlos that was saying that you all eat dogs and cats and all that? No, that wasn't Nicole's words. That was somebody else's words. I think she only has the one, Susie. Okay, so whoever that fucker was that I blocked earlier, there you go. She was served. She's got the paperwork. So go fuck yourself. You dumbass. But anyway, Journey to the West, it's this monk that's trying to achieve enlightenment. And so he has to go and catch all these demons and stuff. And the demons are usually uh, humans in a demonic form. And the dude that plays the fish demon, ooh, he's purty. The monk is cute too. But the fish demon, he's purty. Well, actually, the KL hog demon is really nice looking in human form too. But well, I'm not going to tell you because you might want to watch it. And then Monkey King 2, at least it's Monkey King, the hog demon, a monk, a different monk, and they're going around, and you're watching this thing going, oh my god, this monk is a bit of a thickie. It's like, dude, Monkey King can see when they're demons, okay? And you want to get on him about killing people? They were about to kill you, motherfucker. She was served roasted with an apple in her mouth and a side of applesauce. I don't know anybody that's eaten that Kahlua pig. It smells like an outhouse. So nobody wants to come up and bitch. I don't know. Was there an old monkey series? Hold on. This is Monkey King 3. What do you mean, adorkables? Yeah, I mean, if they can make claims and say that they're true, I guess we can make claims and claim that they're true too. I don't think so. Okay, that's why you can't come up. Okay, I get it now.
You have to be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
Don't hurt the bunnies. Yeah. So you're on the East Coast, like Dina is. Some of the other people. Yeah, I don't know if they ride on a cloud or not, but the Monkey King like flies and he's got a staff and he's always whipping it around and jumping around and oh sure, Kami, you're gonna be back, I'm sure. You're a liar, Kami. Nicole says so. God damn it. Why can't I see Harvard Chickie? That I'm gonna have to just contact YouTube, I guess, and Go, what the fuck, people? I can't see her. I can't unblock her. Come on. 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 It's starting to get dark out. And I'm going to have to go pretty soon because I got to go meet with somebody about some business. I don't eat cereal. I was thinking I probably won't even bother eating because I ate the night before last and ended up getting sick. And then I ate yesterday and got sick. I don't know. I just know they're in Chinese, so I have trouble following the movie and reading the subtitles. Hold on, let me see if I can get one. La la la. Yes, that's the one. There it is. The jewel. That's it. Journey to the West. I've seen it like a dozen times. That's right. I ain't got no life. I don't know shit. Poor Ali, he's just gonna have to deal with it. He's like, I'm just gonna go into the store and go, I need some diapers. I do that, Ollie's gonna look at me like I've completely lost my mind. Oh yeah, fold those clothes real quick. Oh, just wad them up into one big ball. People are just gonna wear them and wrinkle them again anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah, unless you're a mod, you can't put a link in. The monkey. I'll look up the monkey series. The dude that plays the Monkey King in the other ones. Well, the guy that plays the Monkey King in Journey to the West, he looks like the Chinese version of Clint Howard. You know, Ron Howard's brother that he always puts in movies because his brother needs a job. I'm telling you, Kami, just wad them up. Let them just wrestle through it. They're kids. Let them just wrestle through them. It's a fun game. Woo, wrestle through and find some matching clothing. First one to find a matching outfit gets a piece of candy. Come on, be adventurous, people. Granted, I have clothing that you have to iron and hang up. Of course, a lot of my cool clothes aren't fitting me right now, so maybe after my back is fixed, I can be active again. Because I've got like a lot of silks and leather and stuff like that. I've got these cool suede leather maxi skirts and stuff, and of course I've got a shit ton of leather. I've got fur. I've got all kinds of shit in here. No wire hangers ever, Kami. I'll get my sister after you. Oh, I was saying earlier, my sister knows what my channel is now, so I can't show off certain beadwork because if my brother sees it, well, then he'll know what he's getting for his birthday. I still got to come up with some more stuff for her birthday. Because our birthdays are only like a couple weeks apart or something, or a couple days apart. Their birthdays are around the beginning of May, so I've only got like a month left. Then I got to do another medallion for my nephew. Hopefully he's not watching, so he doesn't know. And then my other nephew, the ones that I showed Kami the pictures, their mother's Japanese. Their birthday is, I think it's May 1st, him and his brother, because they're twins. So, of course, they had the same birthday, unless one's born just slightly before midnight and one's slightly after midnight, but no. And I remember when they were born, because I was like 5 years old, because my oldest brother's considerably older. We get a telegram, because they used to still do telegrams then, in the olden days. And it was like, babies born, twin boys, father getting drunk. That was all it said. I had the telegram around here somewhere, but I think certain other family members, when they broke into the house, stole it. One of many reasons I want the fuck out of this state. And my brother's supposed to call me tomorrow to let me know if I need to go to California next week. Actually, if it's the 27th, it's probably not even a week away, because I have to go take care of Dad's house again. Because the renter's talking about moving out, so, and we don't want to leave the property manager dude to do it. Because if he'd have had his way, oh my God, it would have cost even more than it did. It was expensive enough that we had to have appliances fixed and get Dad packed up and moved across the country. But I had to clean, paint, fix things like outlets that were broken and replace the porch light and all this other crap. Try to get somebody to put some flooring in, whether it was carpet or laminate. Didn't matter. Just somebody fucking do it. Yeah. And now she's got a new set of people that she is tagging on Twitter. Now, see, how did she know I was stalking her Twitter if she doesn't watch me? Hello? Not one word that comes out of her mouth is the truth. She can say she tells the truth all she wants. It's bullshit. It's all nothing. And anybody with half a brain can see it. Which means that her supporters don't even have half a brain. So anyway, yeah, if I have to go back to California, it's probably cleaning, repainting, and getting the carpet cleaned. It won't take me as much energy as it did in the first place. This manager, he said, yeah, we can get 2,200 out of this easy, because it's in a desirable area code, And it's just this tiny little house amongst all these gentrified pseudo Spanish colonial things. And it's only about 8 blocks from the beach. And let me tell you, downtown Huntington Beach, fuck that horse shit. Out in front of the post office, because I was always having to send things to my brother, 2 parking spots, and that's it. 2. Somebody was saying that she did, but they had hacked her Discord or something. I don't know. I mean, I only bother to a certain extent. Twitter is worse than YouTube about reports. I mean, we can have 100 native people report some racist asshole and they'll do nothing. Get 200 natives reporting them, they might give them a slap on the wrist. Oh yeah, they violated, terms of use, but we're not going to do anything about it. But one of us says one thing to one of these people and we get suspended. I got a 1-week suspension for being hateful towards an individual. I was yelling at a corporation that was ripping me off. J-horror? That's one of the things I got to work on tonight, is finding out through YouTube how the hell I get Harvard Chickie unblocked, for fuck's sakes. They do not make it easy. Of course, J-Love and Marie. Yeah, she thinks she knows who the moles are and stuff like that. She doesn't have a fucking clue. Much like everything else. She has no proof of anything, but she will claim that it's the truth. Show us, Nicole. Show us this proof. You keep making these claims. You have no proof. Show us the fucking proof. Oh, I've been on for over an hour now. Are you freaking kidding me? My ear is plugged up and I don't know why. Could be my sinuses. I don't know. Now I'm sounding all nasally. I sound all nasally. My sinuses are giving me trouble. So, Nicole, if you're going to keep opening your fat yap, you better show us some proof, bitch. Show us actual proof, not just you say so. That's not proof. Show us actual physical proof. Because I've seen my report history, which comes from YouTube, so I cannot delete anything. There is nothing on there. Nothing about Abe. There's you, there's that VA prepper bitch, and then there's stupid cunt. That's it. That is it. Yeah, I've heard of Mark Terry. I'm just not, I don't know who he is. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. And my security camera has gone to night vision, and there's still no aminals in my yard. I can see my bay leaf tree and my lilacs and my mulberry tree. My neighbors even consider touching my mulberry tree. I have to kill them and bury them in their own backyard. Oh, that's right. I can't bury them in their own backyard because they covered it in concrete. And the really weird thing is, while I was in California last year, 3 of their pets died. 3 of them. And they buried them in the backyard and then covered in concrete. Allegedly so somebody couldn't dig them up or something. Who the hell wants to dig up your dead pets? They've probably been listening to some of the other psychos in the neighborhood. Oh, she's a witch. Don't you know she's a witch? Oh, yeah, she sacrifices animals. Yeah, that's why I had so many. Yes, Diego was in their yard, and I'm freaking out because I haven't been able to talk to those neighbors yet. And if they're poisoning other people's cats, I need to let them know that, hey, I've seen Diego over there. Diego, the heart attack cat, who hides in my car on a hot summer day. When I go to check the mail, he comes flying out at me. When he hangs out on my porch, he jumps down with the loudest thud I have ever heard a cat that size make. Bandit's bigger than him and is a lot more graceful. I very seldom hear Bandit out there. But Bandit likes to hang out on the porch and just watches me as I come and go, and just a mellow cat that just likes to laze around. When we had that freezing weather, the neighbor's son and daughter-in-law were visiting for Christmas, and they were like, oh, but my cat doesn't like the dogs they bring with them. So I put one of my cat carriers out there, and I put a towel in it, and I covered it with blankets. Stupid cat slept on top of it. Wouldn't go inside. And then the other cat, the one that got poisoned, probably by the asshole neighbor, that one didn't mind the dogs. Would cuddle up with the big dogs. I had a cat like that too, because Labs, the guy that I used to house sit for and clean for, he always has Labs, and he had 2 Labs when I started working for him, and they absolutely loved me, so that's why he would have me house sit, because he didn't trust anybody else with his dogs. And one day I had to come into town, so I brought the dogs with me, and I'm like, oh God, but Labs love to chase cats. So, of course, I bring the dogs in the house, and, of course, they have to run around and sniff everything, and the cats scatter to all corners. And then they just kind of lay at my feet. No, it's their problem because they're greedy assholes and they know that I'm alone and that I can't come up with the funds to sue them, even though I have legal papers stating that that property line is not theirs. It's a law called adverse possession, where you have to have taken care of a piece of property for 10 years or more, and that any reasonable person looking at it would assume it was yours. And I've got, 30 or 40 points that show that, yeah, anyone with half a brain would think that that was mine. And so he decided to stake out, he had it resurveyed, and the law states that it doesn't matter where the survey line is. Adverse possession means that it's mine. But they just went ahead and did whatever they want because the only other thing I can do is to sue them. And of course, they don't like that I'm Native American, and they don't like that I'm a woman alone, and they don't like anything. They don't like anything. They bitch about my house all the time. Oh, Diego will not come inside my house. He barely goes inside the neighbor's house across the street, and that's usually just to eat. But Susie, they've got a problem with everyone. The neighbor on the other side of them that was pushing them to push me built an 8-foot or 10-foot wall fence between them, a big tall cedar fence. They are a nightmare. They're an absolute nightmare. I can't even go out in my yard because if they know I'm out there, they get aggressive. I had some people mowing the lawn last year, and they were nowhere near his little line, and he came out there yelling at him, "This is mine, this is mine, this is mine." And anytime I've had anybody out there working in the yard, they come out there and just stare. I mean, I can't even go check on my berry bushes or my mulberry tree, my raspberries, my strawberries, nothing, because they're all up on that end of the yard that they come out there and stare me down and get really aggressive. So that's why I've got one security cam. I got to get some more. But when I put them in, they flipped out. And they were out there videotaping going, "Yeah, she's a stalker and a peeper. I'm in my own damn house." When we had the really hot summer weather, it was really hot in the house. I went upstairs and opened a window. Well, it was on that side of the house. And they freaked out about that. "Oh, I hope she's getting an earful." No, I'm trying to help the heat escape, you dumb bitch. I can't even open my own fucking window. I have had the cops up here 3 times for them trespassing because they think they have a right to trespass anytime they want. He's destroyed property. There's a concrete cradle out in the back that used to hold an oil tank, and he was smashing it up with a sledgehammer. There's a snowball bush really close to that line, so he was out there cutting the hell out of it. That snowball bush was there before I was. There used to be a row of evergreen trees in the front of the house, and one of my previous neighbors that lived in that house, they were a very nice older couple, and it was after that big huge storm in 2007. We had 2 days of high winds and just pouring rain. We had gusts of wind over 150 miles an hour, and I was afraid one of those trees was going to blow over. Luckily, it did not. But after that storm, he asked me if I would mind if he paid for it. He would cut those trees down. I'm like, absolutely, go right ahead. I don't care what you do with the wood. I don't want anything to do with it. Just get those damn trees out of here. Well, there's a line of stumps there, and they've gotten overgrown with ivy over the years. Well, he's cleaned off one of those stumps because it's on what he claims is his property line. But that's proof that, why would that line of trees be there if it hasn't been assumed for decades that that was part of this property? There's a concrete wall out back. Hello, anybody looking at it would assume that is, part of this property. There was the outhouse out there. There was the oil tank out there. Anybody looking at it would assume it's part of this property. And now he's got a bunch of, what do you call it? chain link fencing and posts and stuff out there. I think he's planning on trying to build a fence. And it's like, fine, just keep destroying my property, because once I can't afford to, I'm going to sue the motherfuck out of you until I own that fucking house of yours. They bitched at me because the other neighbor that built the fence, oh, well, he offered us $100,000 for the house, but gee, it's worth $147,000. I'm like, yeah, and you got it for $45,000, motherfuckers. You ain't putting no $100,000 into that house. You're still coming out ahead. But the other neighbor is an asshole too. I've known him for decades. And he's one of those that because he has money, he thinks that, he can buy and sell anyone. When he moved back here, he had redone that house. And he wanted me to come over and see it. And so I went over there and I had some wine with me. So he's drinking beer, I'm drinking wine. He asked me if he can grab my tits. And I'm like, what? No! And then for a few weeks, he would text me and ask me if I would come up and give him a back rub. Oh, I'll pay you $40. Dude, I got my own back problems. I ain't rubbing somebody else's back. Oh, you want to come up and have sex? Let's just fuck. It's just two people making each other feel good. No, I don't want to. I know what you think of me, you dumbass. I've heard you talking about me. Yeah. He would literally text me, hey, you want to come up and fuck? But yeah, so I have some pretty shitty neighbors. When I came home, my Biden-Harris sign in my yard had been knocked over. One of the wire legs on it had been snapped. And it just pissed me off because after I got back, I got a load of gravel for my driveway because in the winter with all this rain up here, it just turns into a mud pit and I'm always slipping and falling out there. So I got a load of gravel, got the gravel spread and everything. And he's out there, hey, how much did you pay for that load of gravel? I said, well, it's a half load and it was 240. Oh, gee, that's an awful lot. That's when he started talking about he wanted gravel so he could build a parking area. And he was talking about going up around the side of the house. I'm like, are you a fucking idiot? That is a drop off there. Yeah, park a car up, put a load of gravel in there, then park a car on there. Then we have those heavy winter rains. Your car ends up in the middle of my yard. And then one of the gals down at the mini mart was like, oh, you know such and such? I'm like, yeah, I know him. Oh, yeah, he's asked me to come up and have a bonfire and a few drinks with him. He says, oh, I've got room if you can't drive home. Yeah, I know exactly what he's getting at. Well, I'm taller before you get blocked again, dumbass. In case you didn't see it earlier, fuckhead, Dina came in and said she had been served. Is that good enough for you? Take your sock and shove it up your ass. When you know what you're talking about, maybe you can come back. When you talk to the person involved and get the details, then maybe you can come back instead of just talking shit. Fuckhead. But anyway, when Ali was looking for a place to live, I guess that neighbor was in there. Oh, well, I wish I'd known sooner because, I just sold my other house up there. My dad was living in it and I kicked him out. Well, Ali is from Bangladesh. And, even if their parents do horrible things, and trust me, this guy's father is horrible, he says, whoa, but we still have respect for our elders. And the way he talked about him, I would not want to live in his house. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's a horrible person, but so's his father, and, apple didn't fall far from the tree. I still don't know why his mother married that jackass. Then again, I don't know why the neighbor married the chick he did. She was just a greedy, gold-digging bitch. And of course, she had to have a destination wedding at her family's property in Montana because she knew it would be difficult for his family to get there. And she didn't like his family. And his mother, the Nazi, is agoraphobic. So leaving the house is very difficult for her. But, it was her son. Yeah, Dorkables, RSN, he he victimizes women. And he will try anything to silence his victims because he wants everybody to think he's such a good guy. Susie, if I could afford to, I would. If I could legally sell my mother's house, I would. I would be so fucking gone. I mean, it's a 3-story Victorian, 7 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, on 3 city lots, on a corner, and it's got a view of the river. Even if it's not in great shape, I could still sell it for about $200,000. But I've got family members who are blocking it. So, and I ain't exactly stripper or hooker material, so we're not making any money there either. Yeah, I did a background check on him, and other than a bankruptcy, he seems to move every between 5 to 7 years, and it's been about that long. And I've been meaning to talk to his neighbors in his old neighborhood because I'm guessing he's probably made himself persona non grata there too. His wife has always hated me from day one. I don't know if she thought that I was after him or what, and it's like, bitch, I don't want your raggedy old husband. But they're already in bed because it's 8 o'clock. They're in bed between 6 and 7 usually, and they get up at about 2 a.m. Who the fuck does that and why? They're retired. What do they need to be up so early for? But I ever come into any money, I'm going to send somebody to buy the house from them. I will work on their greed and offer them more than the house is worth, and then I'm going to knock the motherfucker down. Then I won't have to deal with anybody on that side anymore, except for the guy on the other side of the fence, and he's already got his fence up. Oh, they keep a watch because after I got cameras, they got cameras. Harvard, can you go in the private chat and see my link? They are very strange people. Harvard, if you can see the private chat and see that link, why don't you come on up? I pay for my StreamYard. I can stream as long as I want to. Or if someone can give her the link, something, anything. Of course, it's 8 o'clock, but Ollie doesn't close until midnight. Plus, later it's not going to be so busy, so I can actually talk to him. We'll wait for Harvard to come up. Because we're pretty much done talking about that dipshit Nicole, lying sack of shit. Maybe she's not actually black. She's just so full of shit it's coming out her pores. And believe it or not, she's registered to vote. Someone lets her vote. Waiting. Come on, Harvard. Is it letting her come up? Yeah, RSN plays games with everybody. And some people just keep wanting to fall for it over and over and over. Somebody else sniped it for me. And they've probably sent it to me by now, so I just need to download it. Maybe it's this one. No, it's the same one. Somebody else was sniping it and I was reporting it. When I know she's going to go live, I open the link and just keep it open. Because, Nicole, it's not false flagging. You're abusing and harassing people. You're abusing and harassing me. You're abusing and harassing other people. So it's not a false flag, you dumbass. Keep talking about us. Of course, it's only going to be a few more days and all that information is going to go out. Can nobody come up on the link or something? Is my link just not working? That's when you set an alarm. Of course, this is the first day that I haven't, been in bed most of the day for about a week. Nobody's coming up. I mean, obviously the broadcast is working because people are chatting, people can hear me, they're responding to me. Well, that didn't help my ear. Damn it. Kami, can you see if that link will work? I can't seem to get it to work, or nobody else can seem to get it to work. Something won't work. And my ear is all plugged up. Owie. Oh, yeah. Okay. Done. Ow. Agnew? Spiro Agnew's dead, I think. I know, most of you is too young to know that one. That was the Vice President of the United States for a while. I think it was under Nixon. Or was it Ford? I don't know. I remember we had a substitute teacher in kindergarten one day, and her last name was Nixon, and her husband's name just happened to be Richard. You're married to the president? I mean, we knew we were in Washington. We knew. Anahuiakea means Cherokee woman in Cherokee. Ow. Adorkables, I don't know. Some people, for some reason, just thrive on just being horrible people and doing their best to make other people miserable. I mean, one of the people holding up this house thing, we share parents, but I'm not going to say she's my sister, okay? She has broken into the house a few times and stolen stuff. Of course, the cops won't do anything. She is... Oh, cool. Hey, Chumley. Even my mother would go, what the hell? She remembers everything differently than anybody else remembers it. She would say, oh, I had to babysit to get the money to get the stuff to make my own school clothes. My mom's going, what the hell? She was daddy's little girl. She got everything she wanted. And she will tell the biggest lies about anything and everyone. If she doesn't know it, she will make it up. And she likes to pretend she knows, some of the more prominent citizens. And the thing is, I was actually doing business with these people. I said, oh, I think you know my sister so-and-so. Who's that? I'd mention her last name. Well, no, I don't. Is it any relation to these other people? I'm like, well, yeah, her husband is. Yeah, very much. Hi, Carrie. Did you know that I'm getting all my information from you and that you're a liar? And so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And if you want to talk about somebody being fat, you should look in the mirror. No, it's Barrick. Your daughter was only her best friend. I think she knows that your last name is Barrick. It's just insane. Yeah, exactly. That's just it. She doesn't realize that when she brags about all the people watching her, most of them are us keeping an eye on her. And you still need to message me. You need to send me an email. It's in my About page on my channel. Well, I guess nobody can get up here from the link. I don't know what's wrong with that. Maybe if I do this. Hey, Joe, what's up? You missed Dina. She was in here a while ago, but she's having trouble with her internet as usual. Yes, StreamYard, I'm having issues. I thought maybe I had it on the wrong setting or something. I don't know. So if anybody wants to... Well, we know Carrie, but we know that Nicole is a liar, and she swears that everybody's lying but her. We've got all this proof that everybody in your neighborhood is going to have soon. Everybody in her neighborhood, everybody in your city, basically. I'm okay. I'm here. That's about it. Need somebody to try to come up so I can see if this stupid thing will work. But yeah, Carrie, she's constantly, Ricky Barrick. Ricky Barrick. Then she stops to read something, doing that old pug dog breathing she does, and I put a different setting on, so somebody try and come up now. Trying to get this stupid thing to work. Joe, she just doesn't have a lot of time right now. I mean, as you know, she had to fire her groomers, so she's the only certified groomer there. And then this court shit. Oh, there she is. Yay, it worked.
So the link is working. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, maybe because you blocked her. That's
No.
why. Yeah, she can't get in.
Well, somebody else was trying to, and they couldn't get in. But I had
Oh,
it on.
really?
But I had it on a single screen, so I put it on a dual screen, and
That's weird.
yeah, I got to try and figure that out. It's just,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
Joe, you should have heard her earlier tonight. She was saying she's not fat.
Okay, I gotta go back in the chat.
Okay,
Okay. All right.
okay. If anybody else wants to give it a shot, otherwise I'm gonna have to end this pretty soon because it's been almost 2 hours, and I'm just sitting here talking to myself at this point. Just about. I'm responding to chat, of course, but you know, I am the only voice here droning on and on and on like Nicole. I'm gonna start repeating myself. Yang 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 yang. My voice even sounds weird in my head because my ears plugged up for some reason. Well, Carrie and Ricky saw her at the softball game, and I guess Nicole just gave her this really evil grin, and they said she's uh, gained a lot of weight since last season. But she's denying it. I mean, every stream she's on and on about food. She's gonna go eat. She's got her ice cream cake. She's got this. She's got that. I'm gonna go eat something. I'm gonna go eat something. You don't want us talking about your constant eating. Well, then don't talk about constantly eating. Well, no, I sound different to my own ears right now because one of my ears is plugged up or something. One of the things fibromyalgia causes is sinus issues, so. And I think I've only sneezed like once today, and I don't think it unplugged me too much. Oh. So, don't see anybody coming up. Nobody else have anything to say? Because I got to go talk to Ali eventually. And then I got to get back to work compiling this stuff so that everyone in Pensacola will see the actual, literal, and legal proof about Nicole. Oh, I know I sound different in recordings. My voice in recordings to me sounds a lot lower than it does to me. But right now it's like echoing in my ear. And I've tried to, hold my nose and blow to try and get it to pop or something, and nothing's working. Ooh, I hope not, Kami. Do you have any sage? If it's just an irritated throat, if you put some sage in a cup and pour hot water over it and let it cool to kind of warm and let the sage settle. If it's just an irritated throat, it should only take a couple sips and it'll take that pain out. He's been hiding from Nicole. He's afraid she'll sit on him with her overly filled diaper. Pardon me, blowing my nose, and it didn't help. Oh, God. Okay, now my ears are gonna drive me nuts too. Well, Adorkables, if you want to try and come up and show Joe how sexy your voice is, come on. You know you want to. Is it as bad as Nicole's? Nothing could be as bad as Nicole's. Come on, somebody come on up. All the conversations taking part in the side chat. No, that would be Nicole. I'm pretty sure her skull is made of concrete. Because it's pretty hard to get anything through there. I don't like the sound of my voice either, but sometimes I have to listen to it because people will say my audio was weird or something like that. One of the problems was the audio setting kept resetting itself. Okay, well, if nobody's going to come up, I'm going to end the stream because I got to go deal with that. I got to do the compilation to get sent out this week. I got to finish beadwork. Eventually, I got to get back to researching my article. Fucking months of researching an article. Any last words, anybody? Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to end the stream. I've run out of things to say. Sorry, your time here was so short, Joe, but nobody's oh, nope, there's Kaylee. Hold on. There
Is
she
it
is.
working? Can you hear me?
Yes. You don't quite sound like a kid. It's
That's
high
good.
pitched, but not quite kid.
Okay, that's good.
Now you can talk to Joe.
Hi,
Hold on.
Joe.
I'm going to mute myself for a second so I can blow my nose.
Okay. Wait, that leaves me on stream. I'm not very good at talking on my own. It's like dead air. Okay, I'm not so good at talking. Hi, Joe. Hi, Cami. Hi, Susie Woo. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Harvard. I wonder where Harvard went. I can't see her anymore. Whoa, that's so weird. I can't see Harvard at all from the private chat.
Yeah, I don't know why. I had blocked her long ago during the RSN days. Because
maybe it's not. Maybe she's not blocked from YouTube. Maybe it's blocked from StreamYard.
No, I blocked her on YouTube because that was back during the RSN days, and she was donating to CJ a lot, and she would get very defensive about him. And I went, "Oh God, it's another Queen of Spade." Nope, bye. And of course, it became.
Queen of Spade was actually after her, but yeah, it's
no Queen of Spade was before her. Queen of Spade was before her. I had heard about her from other communities and stuff, so I tried to warn him. I had no idea he'd had a thing going on behind the scenes with her. Because I kept trying to say, dude, people are telling me she's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, Queen of Spades is pretty crazy.
Oh, she's more than crazy.
I wish I had known that beforehand, but I'm the type of person that always has to run into that like head first because what was it?
Yeah.
It's hard to take people's words on that kind of thing because there's so many people that play so many like information control games and just disparaging people's character to prevent you from ever talking to them. So you kind of have to.
You mean like
find out
Nicole
for yourself
does?
first. Yep. You always.
Look over there. They're mean. They're bad people. Report them. Now, what was this, Joe Cobra? Will Smith smacked Chris Rock live at the Oscars. He made a joke about Jada's hair, and Will went up on the stage and smacked him and yelled, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth." Holy shit. Wow.
Whoa.
Yes, Joe, we saw it because I just read it.
Will Smith is awesome though. Like,
Yeah, I like him okay, but I'm not that fond of Jada. She's got weird energy, and the fact that they just way overshare too much. We don't need to know all that.
whoa, Cat. Cat has decided that I'm spending too much attention on the phone, and she must
Oh, of course.
get the attention.
Absolutely. Kitties are like that.
Attention whores.
Yes. Kami, I've been all through the YouTube settings and I cannot find it anywhere. I've even looked it up online and it keeps telling me, do this, do this, do this. I do that, and she's not in there anywhere. So YouTube is just pissing me off all over the place. But yeah, that thing was back with RSN and stuff like that, and I've never been able to. There's been several people that I was not able to unblock. It just doesn't show up in my settings. Joe? Oh. Behave yourself, Joe. Yeah, I've gone to her channel. I've tried everything. Nothing works. The only option I see on her channel is to block her again. It's like, well, if I already have her blocked, how can I block her again? You fucking idiots. Douchebags. I'm going to repeat Nicole here. YouTube, do your job. Do your fucking job. Oh, I blocked her in RSN's chat.
It's weird. You should be able to unblock her.
Yeah.
And it's weird that she's still showing up in comments on YouTube, but not in the chat on StreamYard.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that was just before I made my exit from RSN because again, I got used as content. You know, he pushed and pushed and pushed. Let's do it on my channel. Let's do it on my channel. And then he didn't get the result he liked, so now I'm the bitch. And that's the way he always does shit. As long as it's going his way, he's fine and groovy with it. If it doesn't go his way, well then, fuck you, you bitches, and stuff like that. Fuck you, RSN. Who? Adorkables? Sounds like Rena? No, her.
I sound different from Reina, but I've got a couple of people that said that we kind of have the same quality of voice because the
Night,
voice
Susie.
shakes a little bit.
Yours is a slightly higher register than hers.
Okay.
If you were to put your voices side by side, your voice is a bit higher than hers.
Yeah, we sound a little bit alike though with the vocal fry. I think that's what it's called.
Well, it looks like everybody's gonna go to sleep or something. I know I'm bored to tears almost. Come on, get interested. Okay, guys, it's been almost 2 hours, and at this point, it's just basically babbling. So I'm gonna end this now, and I'm gonna go deal with YouTube and a bunch of other crap.
Okay. Good
Thank
night.
you for coming
Thank
up.
you. Thank you for having me on.
Yep.
Good night.
Thank you for coming up and letting me know that it does work. Talk to y'all later. See you, Kami.
See ya.